When people ask how many denominations there are, they're not usually thinking of the same denomination being counted separately in every country. They also don't have in mind minor variations in rite or practice among churches that share the same theology and history. What they typically want to know is how many distinct church traditions are there, like Lutheran, Anglican, Pentecostal, Methodist, and so on. To answer that, we can look at two larger numbers. Let's start with the larger one. In the 2001 edition of the World Christian Encyclopedia, we're given a figure that helps us get closer to the number of actual denominations. They write, as defined here, world Christianity consists of 6 major ecclesiastical traditions, divided into 300 major ecclesiastical traditions, composed of over 33,000 distinct denominations in 230 countries. These denominations themselves being composed of over 3,400,000 worship centers, churches, or congregations. So while they mention over 33,000 denominations, they also say these belong to 300 major ecclesiastical traditions, which are grouped under 6 broader streams. This number, 300, is far closer to what people usually mean when they ask how many denominations there are. Some people are looking for an even broader definition of denomination, one that sees more commonality between churches. For example, they might view Anglicanism or Lutheranism as one denomination each. What they're really asking is how many families of denominations are there? Thankfully, the 2019 edition of the World Christian Encyclopedia introduces this new category for the first time. They describe it this way. A new feature of this encyclopedia is families of denominations. These are groupings of autonomous churches or denominations that are linked by similar ecclesiastical tradition, history, and name. Families are globally diverse but still have significant similarities, such as practices related to baptism or church polity. They list 23 Christian families in total. If we exclude Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses, which are widely accepted as theological cults, that brings the number down to 21. 3 of those are independent categories: non-denominational, non-traditional house and cell churches, and then hidden believers in Christ, which are underground believers not part of the visible church. If we subtract those, we're left with 18 Christian denominational families. Of those, 2 belong to the Orthodox tradition, that's Eastern Orthodox and Oriental and other Orthodox. 2 belong to Catholicism, Latin Rite and Eastern Rite, with a 3rd Old Catholic listed separately as it is not in communion with the Pope. And that leaves 13 families one could broadly classify as Protestant or evangelical. Don't stop here, finish the video on YouTube to learn even more about this topic. There's a link to it on my side, as well as to another recommended video right below it.